I find it impossible to understand how a movie like this was approved. I will never understand studios. If you hear my phone going off, I'm getting my mom's phone calls again. She never has her phone on her. It's ridiculous that she doesn't have her phone on her. It's just retarded. Anyways, guys, The Last Airbender is written and directed by M. Night Shyamalan, based on Avatar: Last Airbender, the popular anime-inspired cartoon series by Nickelodeon that we all grew up with in the 2000s. Yay! For what I've seen, what I remember about the show, I was never a massive avid watcher, really, but I loved the show for what I saw. I mean, it was such a creative storyline, expansive universe, entertaining characters, a great blend of action, comedy, and drama, and overall was a very fun series that played a major part of my childhood, especially when it comes to Nickelodeon, and the crap they produce now, though I heard TMNT is decent. Anyways, guys, we all know how terrible The Last Airbender is. I mean, it's known for being one of the worst movies ever made. This is a Redux review. I mentioned my After Earth review, that I was doing a Redux version of it, and you can already tell by the titles for both those videos. So, yeah. But you all know this is an amateur review. I don't really care. I mean, I don't have any real editing software. Actually, I don't even care if I had any, especially with this. I know this camera the camera I have comes with built-in software. I just don't really use it because I don't really care. Wow. But you all know that the series was split into 4 books. You know, learning, I think 4 books. You know, like, okay, you all know the plot of Avatar: Last Airbender, but for some of you who are new to this and never knew about the show or forgot about it, though I find that impossible to believe, because it doesn't share their childhood anymore. We all had good childhoods. We all did. But this is childhood rape. You obviously know that. This movie's Kid's Childhood Rape is one of the worst movies I've ever seen, the worst M. Night Shyamalan movie ever made, and overall the film that tanked his career. Although I heard that he's making it that with executive producing Wayward Pines, he seems to be getting back on track and finally returning to form. Hopefully, The Village will be further proof of that, because it's an independent film. Nice seeing back his independent roots, but I have no idea. I'll just wait and see. I'll wait for the reviews. Now, of course, you all know that I think this was split into 4 books, maybe 3. I have no idea, but I know it's based on Aang. You know, he's an airbender. He was thawed out after 1,000 years by Katara and Sokka. And of course, you guys know there's different nations of bending: air, fire, earth, water. I gotta look it up. See. Air, fire, earth, and wind, and water. So, guys, I always keep losing track. I think I got them right. Comment below, because I lost track and I want to go back again. The first movie relates to, you know, I think it involves around, like, taking down the Fire Nation, I think. I'm going to look up right now on my phone, because, like I said, I'm amateur. I don't really care, and overall, I hate this movie. It's awful. It's one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Now, the casting is terrible, but to be honest, so is everything else. The direction is awful. Let me start off. The acting. Terrible. When you have people like Nicole Peltz, who I heard was in the 4th Transformers movie, and I heard she was awful. She was just another symbol of misogyny, you know, misogynistic, hatred, or such a negative depiction of women, you know. This one isn't revealing the plot, and to be honest, I kind of really care to. There are some jokes according to, now I'm really quoting, you know, fanboy flicks here, Mark, but, you know, I've watched his videos, and to be honest, he's the only guy I can ever go to for some kind of help, because this guy goes through detail, and of course he actually pulls himself through to rewatch his stuff, to rewatch this crap, you know. Okay, from what I heard, IMDb. This is what IMDb says. I mean, Aang. Although in the movie it's Ong. I'm gonna get to that later for all the mass criticisms I'm giving this movie. He has to master all 4 elements to stop the Fire Nation from enslaving the Water Tribes and the Earth Kingdom. Yeah, it sounds promising. Yeah, you have a 6% Rotten Tomatoes and a 20% Metacritic. 4.3 out of 10 on IMDb as well. What do you have for the users on The Last Airbender? Unbreakable TV show. That doesn't sound too bad. And he's defending The Last Airbender still. This is actually a thing I'm reading right now with him just trying to defend it. He was trying to do that recently, even though he should stop because that movie ruined his career. Okay, 31% from users. From what I remember about this movie, there just were nothing irredeemable. The acting's terrible. Nicole Peltz, she's flat as guitar. She's so bland. She is just so. She makes the same face all the time. Kind of like what I heard, maybe like kind of like the same like in Age of Extinction, I guess. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I've not seen any of the Transformers movies, and I don't care to. They're probably better than this piece of shit, but I have no idea. But this is not really a great movie in my opinion. I mean, also you have Jackson Rathbone. Why would you cast someone from the Twilight movies? That's the worst idea ever. Sure, I know like Robert Pattinson has gotten some praise for performances outside Twilight movies. Maybe it's because I think it's because you have he's been working with David Cronenberg, and he's also I think selecting some projects that are better for him. I think he made with David McCod or whatever his last name is kind of below. Does that usually have trademark with me that I always mess up directors' last names or like writers? I always wonder if that's is this like a trademark of mine. I keep messing up the last names of writers or directors. I think it is. Comment below if you agree. If not, I don't care. I'm just guessing about it. But this movie just isn't very exciting. It's very boring, from what I remember. Also, the plot didn't really make sense to me. It just lacked everything that made the original character the series so enjoyable. I mean, the pacing, from what I heard, was bad. The cast is just terrible. You also have Dev Patel. This guy received praise for Slumdog Millionaire. No, I have not seen the movie yet. It's on my DVR. I will watch it soon. But I still see it on Netflix to take care of such as Syriana and Rain Man. And then I think it'll be fine. I don't know. But I am hoping that it could do good for me, but I have no idea actually. You know? Yeah. Not really my cup of tea, I guess you can say. You have Noah Ringer's Aang, who... this guy's so small, he's a fucking midget. Aang was kind of smaller compared to Sokka and Katara, but he wasn't like a midget in comparison. And I just didn't really buy him. I didn't really buy any actor, really. So, they wasted such an incredibly talented cast. Dev Patel, I heard, has some talent. Especially for Slumdog Millionaire. Because, you have Danny Boyle as director, Simon Bothroyd's writer. And that won Oscars. This one wins Razzies. And actually, Frank Marshall co-produced it. Okay, a guy who's produced some of Steven Spielberg's movies, especially the Indiana Jones movies, yes. I think even King of the Crystal Skull. I have a poster on there. I'm just going to look and see if that is true that he actually was involved producing of it. Oh god, he was. Why, Marshall, why? This, I think, is the worst film I think he's ever produced. Last Airbender. Indiana Jones is a masterpiece in comparison. King of the Crystal Skull is a masterpiece in comparison. But yeah, this movie is just not good. It ruins everything that made the series great, because, the depiction of the characters, but also the names. From what I heard from something that Austin Putnam was showing, because this is his least favorite movie ever. From what I heard from footage he was showing, Sokka, I believe, was one he messed up. But one thing I also had, but the number one is Aang. It's called Ong. Why are you calling that? That is so retarded and unintentionally funny. And this movie doesn't really have any real comedy. I didn't really remember this movie having any sort of blend of action, comedy, or drama. And its overall comedy, I think, fell flat, and there was some unintentional laughs, I guess. And overall, the plot didn't really make sense to me. I still don't remember a lot of this movie, but also I hate the acting. They're just not believable at all, the actors. Why would you cast Jackson Rathbone? He's not very talented. He's from Twilight, for Christ's sake. I have heard that Kristen Stewart has received some praise also for some other films she's done. Still, she was part of Twilight. Yeah, say more. The film also has some terrible visual effects. They just look fake. They did not look real. If I heard about the 3D was just terrible. It was kind of thrown in as an afterthought, I believe, and it was so poorly done. And if I heard about it from Chris Stuckman, who hates this movie also. Who doesn't hate this movie? I find it impossible to find anybody who does. Oh, wait a minute. One person in my chemistry class does, and I think she's an idiot. And seriously stars one of her favorite actors, Rathbone. Really? One of your favorite actors? Yeah, I've never seen Twilight movies, but I heard they're bad, especially New Moon, Breaking Dawn Part 1. And I think even Breaking Dawn Part 2, especially the creepy CGI baby from what I heard. Although I can't comment on that since I've never seen any of the movies and I never cared to, because I was never in on the phenomenon, because I feel like these films are poorly received. Why should I watch them? Yeah, whatever. Seriously, why is Rathbone one of your favorite actors? Because he's hot. You love Twilight. I think about it because he's hot, because, I mean, this guy has no talent. I mean, seriously. She loves this movie. She thought it had good acting. Is she deaf? Because, I mean, seriously, I mean, blinded, maybe? Maybe blind? I don't know. The action sequences, they're not very exciting. They're kind of meh in comparison. Also, the casting is just terrible. I mean, the casting was even considered racist, because, I mean, the actors they have to be at least Asian, because, I mean, the tribe depicted in the movie, like the Wire tribe, Asian. And overall, it was out of place, because, you know, I mean, Noah Ringer, Cole Peltz, Jackson Rathbone, they're white. So that's out of place, and it's just ridiculous how they just stand out. It's just almost hilarious. Villains are weak, special effects suck, the action's not very exciting. The movie just drags on whenever there's no action, really. And there's just no real satisfaction involved. Thank God they haven't made a sequel, because I mean, why would you want one? This movie wasn't very successful at the box office, from what I heard, in terms of what makes it, how much money you have to make for it to be successful. But I also feel like it's a waste of $150 million, because the effects are so fake. It's sad. Really sad. Just know, do not see this. If you guys have not seen this movie, do not see it. It's childhood rape. Your childhood will be ruined forever. Thank you, M. Night Shyamalan. Fuck you. Fuck you, Shyamalan. I'm just doing kind of like paying homage to it from Austin Putnam. Kind of, I mean, yeah, you know, it's gonna do this. It kind of stings a little bit. I don't do one more for this hand too. You may call me OCD, but I don't care, because I have to do it. Talk about adding some sort of energy to this otherwise boring, draggy video. It's almost 13 minutes. Anyways, guys. 0 out of 5. Hate this movie. It's not redeemable in any way possible. It's boring, awful effects, awful acting, lacking any sort of faith to the series. It wasn't faithful to any of the series. Didn't recapture the magic, the energy, likable characters, anything, or even the gripping storylines. There's so much being packed. See, the problem is there's so many elements that Shyamalan has to work with, but this movie's almost over an hour 40, really. Or like an hour and a half. Like an hour 45 or something like that. 43, I don't care. It's less than 2 hours. And there's so much stuff he has to cram together. It just feels so muddled and so mishmashed that it's just messy. That's another thing. I mean, there's just so much stuff he's trying to work with and trying to create a franchise off of that. It's just sad. I mean, really? Just stop. You ruined your career, Shyamalan. It seems you're getting back on track, but I'm gonna see if The Visit confirms that. Now I'm done. I'm done, guys, with the review. Comment below. What did you think about it? Do you think it was a case of childhood rape? Did you hate M. Night Shyamalan after this? Are you looking forward to The Visit? Have you seen Where It Pines? What do you think of it? Do you just not care about Shyamalan? I don't. Comment below and subscribe to my channel for more videos.